Three, two, one. Mr. Hawkins, we are live now. Churchill students, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for today. It is Wednesday, and Mr. Hawkins has some birthdays. Listen carefully. Some of you are saying that you're missing your birthdays. Listen carefully because we have the entire list, and Mr. Hawkins is ready now. Listen carefully.
That's right, Mr. Lingenfelder. I do have an entire list, and as you can see, I've been marking them off as we go along. If you didn't hear your birthday on the day that it was announced, I'm sorry. You might want to go back and visit our YouTube channel, Churchill YouTube channel, and you'll be able to go back to certain announcements and see when we did issue your birthday. But also, we're almost through the whole month of September birthdays because we had to go back and announce those because some of those students, we started announcements after your birthday. So we apologize for that, but we're going to get to those birthdays. So for today's birthday, on October 21st, we have three students, Elizabeth, Addison, and Landon. So happy birthday to you three. And we're going to go back to September 18th. Three students on September 18th. Bryant, Caleb, and Lillian. So happy birthday to those three students. Hey, I got a quick announcement real quick before I send it back to Mr. Lingenfelder. Students, I need you to check your email because you should have received an email from Mrs. Springer in there that is asking you to complete a e-learning survey, a student e-learning survey, a place where you can give your thoughts on how e-learning is going for our district. So that's all I have. Back to you, Mr. Lingenfelder.
Thanks, Mr. Hawkins. We have some students to celebrate. One student from PE is being celebrated. That is a student that is just a great student, shows up to meets and is very vocal, always shares his interests and completes his work on time. Aiden Yancey, thank you for being a Churchill Street. Also, two students from 8th grade math. One student, very attentive. Attendance is outstanding since the beginning of the year. She turns in excellent work. Pleasure having class. Melanie Crum, thank you for being a streak. And this other student, active in her learning, interacts positively with her classmates. Her attendance has been outstanding since all the way back from the beginning of the year. Her work truly exemplifies her top-notch skills. A great student, Abby Gonzalez. Thank you for being a Churchill streak. Those are the streaks that I have for today. Mr. Hawkins, what else do we have?
Well, I'll tell you what, I always appreciate when I hear about kids doing great things inside the classroom, taking care of their responsibility of being a student. So once again, I say congrats to those streaks that were just nominated there for their efforts in the classroom. All right, it is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is now time for Fun Facts with Mr. Chen. Did you know that Al Capone's business card said he was a used furniture dealer? Now, some of you are probably like, who's Al Capone? Ask your parents, ask your grandparents. They'll let you know. But it said his business card said he was a used furniture dealer. Did you know that all 50 states are listed across the top of the Lincoln Memorial on the back of the $5 bill? I didn't know that. I never really paid attention. I guess I needed to look at that. Did you know that almonds are a member of the peach family? Almonds are a member of the peach family. Huh. That's interesting. And finally, our last fun fact with Mr. Chen is an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. Wow. I bet you if you've ever been to a zoo and you've looked at an ostrich and seen the size of its eye, you have to just say, I know that your brain's smaller than your eye. That's all I have for fun facts with Mr. Chen. Mr. Lingenfelder, do you have anything to say?
Well, that ostrich must have a small brain and a big old eye, that's for sure. I have one last thing. Oliver Goldsmith once said this: our greatest glory consists not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Our greatest glory consists not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Students, we're celebrating some of you. Others of you, I know that you're trying to pick up and keep things moving forward. You've got this. You can do this. Keep pushing forward. That's all I have, Mr. Hawkins.
All right. Hey, there's nothing wrong with getting up and rising, getting up and rising and facing the task for the day. Hey, as always, before we sign off here, what I always say is it's a great day to be a streak.